Madame Toastmaster, fellow members, and honored guests. We experience emotions every day. For example, right now, I am feeling a little nervous. Why am I feeling nervous? Well, this is my first speech since the area contest. How am I choosing to respond to these emotions? By standing up straight, delivering my speech with a smile, and knowing that I am doing my best. Strange way to express your emotions, isn't it? Well, for the past 2 weeks, I've had to consider and think about my emotions in this way for my emotional intelligence project. Emotional intelligence is understanding your emotions, what has caused your emotions, and how you responded to both. At first, I felt very odd tracking my emotions daily in a journal. I had no idea how to do this, so I treated it almost a little scientifically at first, categorizing my emotions in 3 ways. My emotions that I experienced, what caused the emotions, and my responses to both. Now, it took me a little bit, 3 to 4 days, to realize that I wasn't getting enough out of this project by treating it like an experiment. So, I shifted my methods and actually began treating my emotional intelligence journal like a journal and recorded my exact thoughts and experiences in a more honest, truthful way. After 5 to 9 days, the project got better, yet a little harder too. A lot began to resurface for me in terms of external stressors and internal stressors. For those that don't know, my dad has been in and out of surgeries for a foot infection since October. During the 5 to 9 days of the project, he had to go back for surgery, and this time it actually cost him one of his toes. What made this experience even harder is he has stopped messaging us directly and has treated us more like social media friends than his family. He posts very detailed updates in a very public status, and that's that. He doesn't message us directly, making me feel not really like his own daughter, but more of a social media friend. Internally, I have also struggled with social media. I constantly see my friends and family get together, host game nights, movie nights, and have a lot of fun staying connected together. Yet, when I try to host a meetup or a game night or something like that, or even just send a message to stay connected, I am met with no responses, no one shows up, or no one even notices. Not a fun feeling to have, especially in a pandemic where everyone feels lonely, and even more so for myself due to this weird phenomenon. Looking back through my journal, I realized that during the height of all these emotions and experiences, I did not respond very well. I dove into my work, working more than a healthy amount of hours, just to ignore all of social media, especially posts from my dad, hoping he'd reach out to me. Not a healthy way to handle that situation. So, for the rest of the project, I decided to work on my self-regulation, a very key part to emotional intelligence. I decided that I can't change how I feel or the situations I'm in, but what I can do is respond differently. For example, one night, I decided to try again. Let's have a gaming night. I got confirmations from my friends. We picked games that we all had. Everything was ready to go. Cue the night of the gaming night. I was sat here on Zoom, ready to go. No one showed up. No one came. No one sent a message. Of course, I felt sad, disappointed, angry. Why did they choose to not show up again? Instead of handling it like I normally would, by diving into my work and not having a fun night, I had a fun night. I took the night off. I played games for myself and enjoyed listening to music full blast. I learned a lot from this project. You can't control all your emotions or even the situations you're in. But what you can do is choose to respond differently. Do I still respond poorly at times? Yes, we are all human. But what I can do is reflect, notice that it was a poor reaction, and the best thing about living life is you can try again tomorrow. Understanding your emotional you is so important, and I'm really glad this project has led me on the path to begin to do so. Back to you, Madame Toastmaster.